Hey-ya!
Don't crowd around.
There was a time the knights would simply drive off that sort of rabble in a snap.
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair's.
Greetings.
Geralt! There you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
It's nice. Shows a lot of, imagination. Don't recall undressing before posing, though. Some of the other details are a bit off, too.
Well, the imagination is an artist's chief tool.
Heard the same from a certain poet. He embellishes and invents, chiefly.
Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento, though I'd hardly call the price a bargain.
Indeed, few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
All right. At least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
The Duchess summoned him. I wonder what for. You deaf or you deaf? Hey, Geralt! All the best!
Witcher! Whoa there! Come here! Geralt! So content to see you. Le Papillon, Troubadour. Remember?
Hey there.
I've never found the opportune moment. See, I never had the chance, in fact, to say I'm a devoted fan.
Thanks.
Of Master Dandelion. I know the bards, every ballad in his cycle about the Witcher. Oh, I cannot believe my luck.
Need something? From me?
Indeed, a matter most magnificent. My coiffeur, Jean-Louis Lotovic, has gone missing. Now, you shall rescue him while I compose an epic ballad about it. Listen, fair folk, to a glorious tale of a missing friseur and a widowhood prevail.
What happened exactly? Claim the hairdresser's missing, but are you sure?
Yes, yes. I've no doubt something's transpired. Something terrible, absurd. Jean-Louis is never late to work. He's punctual to a fault. I'm certain he'd be honored if I am the one to sing of his dramatic rescue.
Fine, see what I can learn. Now, if you have to come with me, just one request. Stay out of the way. Mine and my swords.
Of course. You shan't even notice me. Jean-Louis' studio is just there. Right here. Ah!
What's the matter?
I've hit upon the perfect ending. And all for the glory of her grace, the Duchess.
Thought this was about a witcher and a coiffeur. What's the Duchess got to do with it?
Her grace can be as fickle as the colt she rides. Today, all remember my fine couplets at the tourney. Yet tomorrow, her illustriousness bought by her breakfast might demand a new epic poem. One must grab at opportunity before it flits away. Well then, where shall we start?
At the door, by breaking it down. Scissors are completely dull. No way you could use these to cut hair. Jar. Strong floral fragrance. Very strong.
That's Jean-Louis.
This jar's empty too. Scissors are completely dull. No way you could use these to cut hair. This jar's empty too.
Right by the twist. The pacing's all wrong.
Lock's untouched. No attempt at forced entry. The coiffeur's log. A manicure, curling, Centrian pendulum, Rivian ponytail, raftsman's due. Long out of style in Novigrad. His appointments. Last one was a certain Lady La Pompadour. Know her?
Yes, a dear old bird. Jean-Louis done her hair for a decade. Completely harmless.
Sketch here. Looks like a map. This mean anything to you?
I may understand where it points, but if so, there's not there. Just fields and meadows.
Think I understand.
As do I. Perhaps. Around he looked, yet all was quite proper. I see razors, pomades, but no blasted hair chopper.
Mind being quiet for a minute? Think I might know what happened to the hairdresser. No evidence of a break-in, no signs of a struggle. To my mind, he just went out to find ingredients for his pomade. Looks like he ran out. Of pomade.
Yes, indeed. He'd have gone into the meadows beyond the city to gather flower petals for it. Trolls must have devoured him. Or a cyclops. Splendid either way.
Think you could find the place using his map?
Naturally.
Lead the way then.
Shaylee gat shone in its azure glow, scent marking times like a daisical flow. They ventured beyond walls by vines entwined, into the unknown the poor barber to find.
Gonna do that the whole way?
Bidding them farewell, the gravestones must covered, they strode briskly on by doubts unencumbered. Behold, the location from the map.
Damn it, get back!
What beast was that?
An Archospore.
Might there be more nearby?
Who knows?
And your sharpened senses, what do they say?
That you'd rather turn and run.
Oh, a primo jest. Let us continue onward. I know you'll stand in my defense. You will you not? On to the second point on the map. The witch's blade flash juices spouted and poured, covering all about in an Archospore's gore. No piece of the stylist fell from its bowels. The frisser had been nabbed by aught else most foul. There! Jean-Louis' basket! I'd recognize it anywhere. He was here. We can be certain now.
A basket of flower petals. Same smell as the pomade.
No. Our magnanimous and gracious ruler.
Grass is trampled. Multiple sets of footprints. A little blood. Seems you were right. He ran into trouble.
Phew, what luck! I just hope it's not Cyclopes. So? On his trail yet, are you?
Ground's made of rock. Trail's gone cold. Wandered deeper into the cave.
Trust me, Sir Knight. This quaff is the latest rage. Pure poppycock, you beard mangler! The latest rage in some bomb-botched cove here. We're in Nilfgaard, you bung munch!
What did he do to you?
What did he do? He quaffed me, gave me a duck's ass, an ape drape, a beaver paddle. I don't even know. So ashamed I couldn't attend the tourney. I'd have proved my valor. Mademoiselle Vivian de Tabry my prize. Then this scallywag with his talk of the rage missed my chance by the hair on my head.
Got him back good from what I can see.
That is but the start. I've not yet decided if I shouldn't snip off something more.
It's hair. It'll grow back. Really want to kill a man because he gave you a bad cut?
And who are you, gadabout, to lecture me, a heraldic lord? We've a bleeding champion of the oppressed men. At him!
Listen, children, a story you shall hear of a witcher who walloped a rogue knight's derriere.
I shall slaughter that shit stylist out of my way!
fight a Witcher?
I'll spoon out your entails, then do the same to the pack-handed elders. I shall slaughter that shit stylist out of my way!
I've already written the ending! Never fear! I'm melting it all!
You'll never learn.
I'll spoon out your entails, then do the same to the pack-handed elders.
Le Papillon, Le Beholder's wounds. You saved me at the last second.
You're welcome. Jean-Louis Ludovic, I presume. Let's get out of here before he...
Quiet, both of you! I've got it! They froze in their fear, the knight's henchmen and squires, while his bowels set loose, heavenward spiraled. The Witcher cleft him in two lacerated, his neck swing the swine adroitly castrated. With one more caress from the Witcher's blade, the knight's guts popped out, his breakfast betrayed. Then he hobbled a pace on his stump arms like crutches, all for the glory of her grace, the Duchess.
Bravo. Almost believed you were there.
Doesn't it seem so? At last, Master Dandelion has a worthy competitor.
What about my pay?
I've decided you should receive a reasonable share of the royalties. Payable, let us say, semi-annually?
Meaning you're broke just now.
I owe you 1,000 thanks, Master Witcher. I'll gladly pay your reward. Not to mention trimming you when you see the need that come by.
Thanks. Take care now. Faster! Scholars pitched camp here. Should look around. They were scholars. Should have guessed the passages inside were blocked for a reason. Good thing they didn't try to go in there without a witcher. Magic barrier. Got a bad feeling, damn it. Finally see something. The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit. Show me what you got. Witcher. Brought the ceiling down to bury his foes. Ended up burying himself, too. Satchel looks like it belonged to a Witcher. You're ugly. Place of power. Should draw from it. Be that ruined fort Lafargue mentioned. Worth a look. Wonder what happened at Moncron.
Watch my bum. Vampires.
Geralt of Rivia.
Abandoned castle mired in a dark legend. Dream hideout for bandits.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
I never knew vampire.
So the Witcher was taken somewhere via portal. Now to activate the portal, see where it drops me. I hate portals. Just wonderful. Kept Jerome here. Need to look around. Back of the diagram. Jerome made it. Note. Moreau eventually came to terms with his son being a Witcher.
Tip of the hat to the tourney's victor.
Master Witcher, might I have a
The
moment?
guard brings peace to our domains. Dropped in chains.
Begone from my sight!
Mind if I interrupt?
Nay, my prayers are in vain anyways.
Hear you're having trouble with a curse.
I am. Look, see it lying there. The horse head on the pole. That's
A nithing. Kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn. Boy's feverish, grows weaker by the day. I fear I'll bury him before the next moon. Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
I can help you. One of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the nithing to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
But I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Guess I gotta investigate.
No cure for trouble like a witcher.
A nithing. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Tialva feels fresh, son of Lothar. Might want to look around some. What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell. Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl.
Get back to your affairs.
Out of me sight.
You, Odin?
I am. Hear about me, sonny?
Sorry, can't take this on.
Came back with nary a scratch.
Leave it be. My head's fucking pounding.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Mind if I have a look at your herbs? See ya.
Fare thee well. I recognize your type a mile away. What became of those nice Pharaoh lads who went treasure hunting in the ruins?
Hey?
I don't know, but I'm afraid we shan't see him again.
Oof, why are you talking like that?
Went down to the river to do my wash. Got there.
Uncle said
Water
folk
was
on the
running
continent
red
got
with
his
blood.
heads
Someone
like
might
cats.
have been gotten fish upstream.
Cat's eyes.
Greeting.
Sorry.
Every man on the continent's so bloodless.
Take me with you.
Lovely scar. Wanna see
A
mine?
witcher? Aye? What's it you need?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Course. Yona, our herbalist, lives there, in that hut. Oh, she'll be pleased you found it for her.
Yeah, real pleased. Found your shawl near Lothar's house by the nithing you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tjalva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
'Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. The whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. Oh no, I have not been had, nor have I forgot.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
Type a mile away.
So, you know who placed the knifing?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay, never! My wife, my son, I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
Can't do that. Yona doesn't deserve it.
And my son? Does he?
No, but he doesn't have to die. You have a choice.
All right. If it'll save Tjalva, I'll go back to the hussy. And you, best not see your face round here again. True what they say. No cure for trouble like a witcher.
Come on.
That It's the way to win respect in Skellige.
Greetings.
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
His name's Olve, a cheerful lad. A bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks. Except last I saw him he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely. None other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
Someone helped Bran into the next life. He was breaking black-clad necks yesterday.
Uncle said folk on the...
suddenly
Watch
this.
it! But you only got cat's eyes.
You heard? Me dad grew pale like you just for he died. Oh.
Watch yourself, white hair.
Gossip about you.
Story? My.